In round number 2, they're going to switch side. Bren is going to start on the blue. Bosku will be on the red. And Kufra is the first one to be banned out.
I'm not surprised there, considering how Kufra was just such a big terror coming in from the side of BRE. But I think that mainly because the reason why they're going to be banning the Kufra is because that I think they're going to go for something else that may actually put Team Bosco in a bit of a situation here. Because historically, Team Bosco as an organization has always had quite a bit of problems with the early game.
Yeah, that's true. But they do have very nice pick-offs though.
They do have some really nice pick-offs. I'm not going to disagree on that, but that's in the past. We haven't seen it in a total of 4 games. Excuse me, in a total of 3 games plus this one 4. You know what I mean? I mean, there's just nothing that I feel that Team Bosco is doing that stands out, and I feel that they need to change their strategy or they need to change their playstyle if they want to stay relevant against the top tier teams from Philippines and Vietnam, because this isn't this isn't brass tacks anymore. They've got to shine like gold.
That's true. So it looks like a deja vu to round number 1. It's just that there's a slight difference with the Kufra banned here. Lonox has been banned out together with Kaja, and most likely the last ban would be a Harith.
Yes.
Because it will be disastrous if Harith were to be released to Bren Esports.
I think it will be a good thing here, considering that they do have the first pick. So I do feel that the initiative, right, the first strike is definitely going to come in from Bren Esports. But remember, when your first pick...
Oh no, it's not a Harith, it's a Grok.
Picking.
Surprise, surprise. Bren Esports is going to get the Harith without doubt.
I mean, that Harith is definitely going to be picked out here.
No?
But Chow is going to be picked out first.
Yeah, higher priority, maybe.
So I think what they're trying to do is, from the side of Bren Esports, they know already, okay, we need to think about our initiation. We need to think about our pickoffs. We need to think about our damage. So judging from how they pick, I think that they might going to go with the pickoffs first, which I think is going to be the Chow. But since Grok already has been banned out, they could go for the Franco, or maybe they could go for the Minotaur. There are a few choices for them as well. Esmeralda as well is pretty good inside of the shield, keeping your team members alive and being a meat shield. But is it enough though? CC may be lacking from the side of Bren Esport if they don't play this properly here. Harith already been picked out from the side of Kiddo. And Esmeralda as well for the side of Team Bosco. What do you think about these 2 pickups here?
Alright, we see the performance of Esmeralda in the previous game. Not so significant, if I can say so myself. Harith, I've seen Kiddo personally play Harith a few times before. It was okay in the Malaysian scene. I'm not sure in this level of play. For the Harith play, we just have to see later in the game. But well, this time Hayes is gonna go for again with the Franco and Rebo carry.
Now let's take a look at the composition here for the 3 heroes that has been picked up for the side of Bren Esports here. They got the Franco, they got the carry, they got the Chow. So Chow can actually lock people down with that.
Jikundo,
not the Jikundo, the Way of the Dragon, yeah.
Yes.
So the way he knocks him out, he's going to be able to go drive into the back line, kick them in, or even use Jikundo to knock up 3. Haze is going to be very important because of the hook as well as the Brutal Massacre that I feel that is going to be interesting for them. But what do you think about Team Bosco right now picking up that Thomas?
I think it's because they just want to pick up a very early fighter, because in the previous match, Thomas was actually banned out on the second phase of the Picks and ban. So by securing a Thomas, they would actually bring a very good fighter into the field, but the significance in a team fight, we just have to see later in the play. As we are now arriving on the second phase of the Picks and bans, Leomod is still up to par to be picked up, but since Brandon has picked up Chow, so most likely the Leomod will not be picked, and a very odd ban here, but odd but beneficial as well, because Lolita can actually block all the damage coming out from the carry. So bringing out the Lolita actually denies that threat.
Alright, I think it does deny the threat here, but like I said beforehand here, Kaiser, Lexia putting in quite a bit of thought here into their banning process. I think that they don't want to allow Coco and Yuji to actually pick out a hero that can actually synergize really well with Rebo, Hayes, and EJ. What are your thoughts on that? What kind of heroes do you think is going to be pulled out here? Okay, let's see.
Oh, it's Kimi.
It's a Kimi.
I'm not sure why they've been banned out Kimi despite having a carry already on the side of Bren Esports. Plus, with what they have experienced with the carry on the previous game, I doubt that Bren would actually bring a Kimi in, but it's fine. Maybe they are afraid that there might be a double marksman where they could. Bren Esports could actually bring Kimi towards the mid lane, as Kimi has that magical damage to be outputted. But I am not favoring the Kimi ban. That's for sure.
I'm not entirely. I don't think I have any favorites here. I'm just calling it the way it is. But I do hope that coming in from the side of Philippines, though, they drop some pretty good games. Ooh.
God.
What do you think about God? That God hover over Yuji, though.
Okay, if Franco pulls in, God will just maintain the CC, and then with laser beam coming out.
Oh, this is gonna be very interesting indeed.
Yeah,
This is gonna be very, very interesting indeed.
So I think what Bren needs to do right now is pick up another support. I was about to say Angela, but Digi is a good choice as well.
Digi, I think, is a pretty good choice considering how he's able to deny quite a bit of CC here. Yuji, I think, is just as good.
I think the reason why they picked the Digi is just because of the Akai.
Maybe.
Because if you see, Tamus does not have any kind of CC. Kido with the Harith does not have any kind of CC. Esmeralda, you will know there's no slow nor stun on her. So the only reason why the Digi is picked up is to deny the Akai. Because there's a good reason for it. Because once the Akai is denied, a lot of work can be done for the side of Bren Esports. God will not be worried. Franco will actually have a good position to actually do the pull with the Brutal Massacre as well. Jikundo from the Chow will be good to be put in as well, together with the Wheel of Dragon. And the carry can actually put out damage without any kind of CC on her. And Balearic being put in despite Digi has been picked up here. Team Bosco, I'm not doubting them, but it's going to be a hard time for them to actually fight against the competition of Bren Esports.
It is. Look at Bren Esports. I mean, they've got quite a bit of rage. They've got quite a bit of everything compared to Boss. I mean, they're a little bit more specialized in how they play the game, so got to be a little bit careful with how Bren Esports actually starts the first few early stages of the game, because, I mean, they're strong. I mean, don't get me wrong. The guys that I've been working with here are very strong indeed, but the problem with that kind of situation is that when you know your strength, and when your enemy knows your strength, and I mean, it's art of war, Sun Tzu, right? To understand your enemy, right? So when you're able to understand your enemy, you know what are the weaknesses, then it's going to be a huge problem. Let's go into the game!
Alright, let's go into the game, guys. This is the second match of Team Boss Pusher against Bren Esports. Bren Esports is going to be on the blue. Boss Pusher is gonna be on the right. Sorry, Boss Pusher. Boss Ku is another thing. So Bren Esports has gained the first win. If they win this one, they're gonna have another 3 points towards the group stage. But however, if miraculously Boss Pusher could actually win this one over Bren Esports, this is gonna be a tie, and each team is gonna have 1 point. So mid lane is gonna be God together with the Franco against the Akai and Harith. And if you ask me, to be honest, it's actually the Harith and the Akai lane could win. But all depends on how the team rotates and what kind of objective they are going for. Because as you see right now, there is a very nice invade here. Bren Esports, but Coco is now trapped in between 4 people. But he can just flicker away to the side and waltz away.
Nice, because they're coming in from the side of Coco. Coco was able to actually get away from it. Bren Esports right now holding on to that top position here with 1 win in the bracket, with 1 win in their bracket already. All they need is another win, and then they will be able to secure 3 points here. As we're going to be looking at the side of Coco as well as Rebo and EJ, they are going to be moving around over to the top side here. There is going to be a little bit of pressure coming in from Kido, but we do see over to the bot side there is going to be objective rushing here from the side of Boss. Boss right now looking to get that early bottom lane control to open up the option of Turtle.
You can see that there's a change of pace here for the side of Boss Pusher, because they do not actually play as aggressive as they did in the previous game. They are more objective wise, if I can say so right now. They are trying to maintain the waves on the lanes, and then they are actually picking up objectives, the buffs, the jungle mobs and everything. Hayes looking for a pull, but it's going to be a bit risky here against Kaiser. But Eugene now will get jumped in, but Kaiser will get the first one. However, it's going to be a one-on-one trade as Hayes knocks him down.
Hayes was able to knock him down there. Nicely done, coming in from the side of
Boss Pusher Kaiser.
Boss Pusher's Kaiser, but was it enough to actually get them back into this game? It's still, remember, it's still 600 goal in favor of Bren Esports here.
Yeah, last hits is actually much better here on the side of the Filipino team. And now you can see that Kido has achieved level 4, so it's gonna be Nature Shields up and running here if the team fight comes in. You can see that bottom lane, something suspicious is happening here. Rebo is actually punishing Kaiser here for overextending, forcing him to actually fall to the back. But no, B1 comes in the nick of time with the Hurricane Dance. But however, Tamo still goes down and Akai finally gets the kill. And to be honest, that was a very bad Hurricane Dance.
Oh, they got to be careful here. Boss B1 right now chasing over onto Hayes.
Oh, nice move.
Oh, nicely done there. Coming in. Here comes the ultimate suppress right into the... Oh, wow. Nicely done there from Yuji. Shooting out the blue flames from his heart, from his soul, right into target.
You know how just now bottom lane, Akai should actually let the Tamus live, but due to some mistakes. But now we're focusing on this fight here. It's going to be a big one.
Oh
They
boy.
opens up the time journey, but she will go down. I mean, he will go down. Tamus on the last hits. Coco as well now being caught up in the middle of the fight. Being taken up by Esmeralda. Zaman Fire has been opened by Lexia. Going with force Yuji straight away. The god will be eliminated, but Lexia still moving. But the Franco has escaped from the vicinity. And it looks like in number 2 here, Boss Pusha looks more coordinated and organized.
Miss B1 there using as much of her abilities as possible there, going for that Hurricane Dance, which is a thing of beauty. What I also like is the fact that as we're going to be progressing into the game, we're going to see that a lot of these teams are just looking towards getting some kind of an advantage over one another. EJ right now in a bit of trouble here as he gets exploded.
Oh, but Akai pulled in towards the turret. Will give the kid towards the god. And Lexia tries to save something in there, but could not actually do anything. And Yuji was forced to use the flicker to escape from the Harith, but now Tower at the back will try to go for Harith. The way out the dragon is there, but Nature's Shield will absorb the damage. Coco has been immobilized with Nature's Root. Zaraki tries to go for the back, but Carry takes the kill onto us. Tamus, that is happening in bot lane, but now focusing again, Coco will try to escape from that cat and mouse chase. And it looks like Jerry will fight another day against Tom.
I do like the fact that Coco was just in the right place in the right time, just knowing what to do with his skill set. And it's just something of,
again another nice pull by his. This time double stun securing B1, but the damage is not enough to take down the Akai. He will run away with the thriller of health. And Boss
he should have walked a little bit towards the hedge cage, towards the hedge rows there, instead of just staying where he is. But it's going to be very bad here.
There is a double pull by the Diggy, and the Franco, but Lexia comes in, putting in the nuke damage. Diggy goes down instantly as Kido helped in with that Nature Shield, absorbing damage and also damage reduction to actually reduce the amount of pain coming in. And Rebo will take this opportunity to try to take the turtle, but that pesky Diggy passive will give it all away.
Nicely done there, coming in from the side of BRE, BRE, excuse me. Yeah. Oh,
so it's a nice stun here by the god and a pull by the Franco, but the kick goes towards the marksman here. Zamanfor has been used by Lexia, but Lexia has to be careful not to be overextended, but never mind. Rebo still gets caught here by the Harith, and Lexia doing a lot of work here for Boss Pusher.
Well, that's going to be interesting to see here, as we're going to be seeing Turtle now being picked up from the side of Boss Pusher. Oh, Manda, I spoke to Sue. Coco right now in a bit of trouble here, and it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to be pushing it up for the side of Boss Pusher. Kaiser right now pushing it out for the count. Oh, Kido right now. Oh, there goes that. Oh, beautiful stuff there coming in from BRE. BRE right now stacking the damage up and about as we see Hayes right now pushing it out for the count.
That was a close count here for, I think it was Carry. Almost got caught here by Boss Pusher, but Kido overextended, giving one kill to his back. Lexia on the side, say we go for EJ, but EJ managed to actually fall for the back, and Rebo gets that kill onto Lexia. Another stun onto Akai, giving down for the marksman. Tries to go for the triple. Rebo wants that, however, oh my god, what? You know that hook should actually hit.
I mean, it's one of those things, Mats. I mean, sometimes you just think that you should hit, but it didn't hit. But
dude, the hook was actually running through the Thomas.
But like I said, I'm just going to say this. Even though that happened, members of Bren Esports were still able to get 2.
Oh my god, no. Brutal massacre.
That brutal massacre goes onto it, but it might not be enough.
No,
he does get the kill.
Yep.
He does get the kill, but he won't be able to get the other kill. Goes for the bounce and
Another
goes for the stun.
one. This time
Hello,
it's a flicker.
Zaraki.
And it looks like Hari has gone down towards EJ. He was damaged very badly. Now BO has been caught up. Gilling Kingsby towards the carry. And Esmeralda has to flee away as 4 members of Bren Esports is dominating the mid lane. Pulling in the buff. Giving it a very nice room to be caught here, to be picked up and be given on towards the god. And it looks like Bren Esports is bouncing back after Boss Pusher was trying to get that early mid game here away.
We did talk quite a bit about. Oh wait, we have the dragon right there. On to Kaiser. Kaiser right now trying his best to actually commit towards onto Coco, but Coco buying time as my guy would say. Beautiful stuff there being done. There goes that Jeet Kundo right into it, and that might not be enough here. Oh, he does get it, but has to flicker away to safety.
Yeah, the throw shot helps that final damage on towards the Tamos. That was a nice coordinated play here by the 2 members of Bren Esports, Coco and Hayes. So the combo of Coco Hayes works well here, but it looks like Kido has been caught up with the way out of the deck at bottom lane. But meanwhile, in mid lane, Zaraki could not. Oh, okay. I thought he was not being pulled in, but actually manages to be killed here by the carry. Coco with Cedar of health has to use the shield to run away. Yuji will try to fight with Lexia, but the damage from the god is just too high. Meanwhile, on the other side, everybody's all over the place. Rebo just caught up with the Balearic on the bottom side of the map, and Harif was trying to run away. He is still trying to run away, and Lexia regenda, but Rebo and Yuji is still chasing over towards the mage. Coco as well coming in, and Lexia will be caught in here. Zamafire has been open, but will not be enough. Has to go into the long pit, but has been caught up by the Franco on the side, and Kenny gets the kill. And instantly, with that, Bren Esports instantly started off that long. And on the sideline, you can see Kaiser has been caught up, giving a nice godlike here towards the marksman of the Filipino team. And now the 6th member of Bren Esports has entered the field, which is the Mr. Lord.
Lord right now working it up and working it on as the team calls it out. Is going to be going towards the top side here, and we did see Bren Esports was able to pull the trigger mainly because Boss Pusher was out of position. As soon as they took advantage of Boss Pusher out of position, they immediately went for the objective, which was Lord, and now it's just a matter of time before members of Boss Pusher feel their 2nd defeat of the evening.
Oh, Coco being a bit too brave, but I think he can still escape here nicely. Now Yuji providing space, and also DG with a time journey, providing a lot of shields here, and Balearic easily shut down here by the carry. Rebo does not realize, they did not realize Lexi was inside. Lexi managed to run away, but the pool could not come in. And Rebo together with the other members of Bren Esports will accompany the Lord towards the top push here.
Top push here coming in from the side of Bren Esports.
Oh, Zaraki
tries his best, but it's not going to be enough. There goes the pull, and there goes the boom. The laser beam.
Oh my god, nicely done by the god.
Enough here. There goes a bouncing stun coming in from the side of God, and this is going to be... Oh, another bouncing stun there coming in. Hayes trying to get into position, will not be able to get advantage of it, but no, it's going to be enough as the monster kill comes over towards God, and there's going to be more here as this is going to be the 2nd game of the day for
another pull. Oh my god,
Esports.
Oh, I'm just speechless. All I can say is just because that is how Bren Esports playing on this game. The Franco pull, magnificent. The god, a bouncing stun, incredible. The carry damage, monstrous.
Oh my god, my head hurts from the amount of pain that I saw that was being released. The stuns on top of stuns, on top of hooks, on top of the laser beam coming in from God,
on top of the knockup by the Chow.
Just so you guys know, right? In our notes here, me and Atmats, I mean, we did study a little bit about these heroes and how they were going to fare. We gave Gord a C tier pickup. I still think maybe he might be a little bit higher considering that CC is a little bit more important now.
I mean, it depends. The reason why we put it on C tier is because it's situational. And the situation is happened to be perfect for the side of Bren Esports. Thus, the God pickup.